Okay, right, with that, we should be live. Hello to everyone if you're watching here on the stream replay, or if you're actually live on Twitch, welcome. If you are live on Twitch, it is significantly earlier than we normally do this. I'm sure this is a great pleasure to you. Like, I knew I was going to be here at this time, but I still part of me that was thinking I was going to be quite late, because there's like a whole bunch of tech issues I've gone through this evening trying to set this up on the laptop, so what normally would have been like a 10-minute setup kind of quickly snowballed into like a 30-minute one. But still, it is 8 o'clock. That is a 5 past 8, not 20 past 9 like it has been the last few weeks. That was a P-switch. I'm going back for that. I love this, the free roam autoplay will sometimes just drop you right at P-switches. It's great. I'm gonna take full advantage of that. Ooh, smash through with the truck. Don't mind if I do. But no, this is not the aim of tonight's stream. The aim is for none other than some Mario Kart World online matches. So if you want to go ahead and join, it's all the usual places you can find stuff like that. And once we get out of this, I'll show you my friend code quickly. Let's jump up there. There we go. So if you want to join me here in this lobby, the friend code will be here. Welcome, Larry. Hope you're having a good one. With that, I'm going to quit out and go online. Game audio is a bit loud. Really? Looks like where I'd normally leave it, but... Oh, no it isn't. Okay, that would be why. Well, the balance is way different to normal. Okay, for some reason it undid all my volume settings in Windows. Love a bit of Windows. There we go. Hopefully that's a bit better now. Yeah, this stuff's really annoying to balance because the volume settings on my computer, even though it's the same capture card, are completely different here. So we'll give that a second. Seems like it'd be way better looking with a VO meter, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and jump online. You can see here is still not really touched any of the other modes. I do intend to do a Battle Tour week at some point still, so anyone... Hello Gabsy, welcome to the stream. Ooh, Mario Maker Remix. Yeah, anyone who intends to join, race for now, so... friend join, and we shall be all good. By the way, the meta changed again in the last 2 weeks. It was... the cinema car, which you saw me using a second ago, and like any medium to lightweight character. Currently, very amusingly, I love it. It's there we go. It's Swoop. Swoop is the current character of choice for online. So if you see a load of Swoops, that's why. I love Swoop though. I can't be mad at that as a as the optimal character pick of the moment. Like I think that's pretty fun. I don't know who I'm gonna start with today, so. Just got Swoop last session. Can't let Liam know this. I mean, hey, it could lead to some problems, or it could be the best decision we've ever made. Who knows? Alright, I don't know who I want to be. This guy's got a game out this week. I don't know if you've heard. A couple of people have been talking about it. Maybe we'll start with DK just for the vibes, even if he only has one ult that I don't particularly like. Currently fast asleep. Then who's that on Mario Kart World who popped up on my screen moments ago? Is that you just on the docked Switch? Yeah, with that. This is really loud on my end. I'm going to assume it's loud on your end again as well, judging by that VO. So let's try 70. That was me taking that Switch off. Oh. Game spoiled me by Toad's Factory not beating the allegations. Look, I only voted for Toad's Factory once when I played the game on Saturday, okay? Oh, yes, of course. It goes into not quite standby mode, doesn't it? Okay, makes sense. All is forgiven. Well, point still stands. The lobby is open for anyone who wants to join, regardless of whether they're on the stream or not. There's a Larry somewhere. Oh, I just remembered. We were going to two-player, weren't we? Hang on a minute. New lobby, new lobby. I didn't bring a Pro Controller, did I? Yeah, I was going to say, unfortunately, I can't quite reach. I'm very nestled in. Oh. DK coin. Yeah, we're going to have a second on screen today, so hope you enjoy the split screen gameplay. Alright, how do I get this? This is one of the few I have seen before, but I honestly do not know how I'm intended to get it. Am I meant to jump off the cars? Drive up to me and I fade out of existence. Just Thanos snapped out of the out of the area. Yeah, I have no idea how to get this, so I'm just gonna leave it. It's been my first time in World against you, I believe. Yeah, I don't think I've played you before, have I? Actually, every time we've played since you got a Switch, you've been away, or none of us have played. So yeah, no, I think this is actually the first time, isn't it? Okay, so the person who isn't Waluigi is me. as a just a general rule of thumb for tonight.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, I never thought about the audio solution for this either, actually thinking about it. Don't have any headphones blockers or anything to hand. Oh, we're not even getting into the next race. Well, we all spawned together at least, that's nice. And Gabsy as well. Hey, there we go. Got the whole squad in for the moment. My point still stands though, I do not race. No, staying in the area, not seeing any obvious ways in. I'm assuming it's... Do you think? Do you think it's just as simple as a wall road? Oh, I guess, yeah. Yeah, because you can somewhat do that. Oh, I get it. That's a drift. That's not what I was trying to do. Well, thankfully someone on the on the save file can do it. Right, it depends to me. It's still annoying. We say this all the time. I don't know if anyone else has been playing this game in co-op at all and experienced it, but it's so irritating that there's no multi-save file login. Because Mario Party has it, for example. Like, you can log in as each user profile, and it will append whatever you do to your own profile. That's really cool. Why does this game not have it? Oh yeah, no, we have played you. That's right. Yes, like one time for a little bit, right? You didn't join for the full session or something. Yeah, no, I remember that now. We spent the whole time complaining you weren't Glamrock Freddy, and in Mario Kart 8 we spent the whole time saying you were playing. Yeah, I remember now. I've got to be careful not to get too far away during these, not intermissions, these breaks, because that'll completely screw us up. I wish there was the mini-map still in the corner. I don't really know my way back there without potentially despawning everything. I'm gonna attempt to adjust my microphone position for a sec, because I'm not quite talking directly into it. That won't help with me sounding really quiet. I did it, I activated a question mark panel. Hang on a minute, was that the Steam logo? This game still needs a score attack mode. Look, as I'm saying, well, we can get on that we can get on that CCGP7 now at some point and actually have some games. Although I don't think that's out yet, is it? I think they just did what's it called? They just did a beta test of it, didn't they? Welcome King as well, back to some split screen action indeed. World's popping off today. We've got quite a few people in the lobby already, those of us who have the game. I'm sure plenty of people will pop along without as well, but it's nice to actually be here a little earlier. You can still hit the starting line signs. Race will start soon. Yep. Vertical split is a poor choice in my eyes. It's tough to say for sure. I feel like horizontal split screen's a little bit better. Oh, sorry, it's the only option, yeah. I feel like horizontal split screen's a little bit better in the context of like a bigger screen, but I get why they chose this as the only option because it's handheld mode. Only one random? Really? Game's dead. Smile. Horizontal tends to let you see more of the surrounding. Yeah, it does, but I think this has been like the hang on a minute, there's quite a few randoms. Yeah, no, there tends to be quite a few games gone. Sentence is gone. I've forgotten it. Oh well. First race of the day. Best luck, everyone. Best luck? Whatever. Who's who anyway? I'm not Waluigi. There you go. That's the general rule of thumb for tonight's stream. As long as you remember that, you'll be in a good place. You know, I could do something fun, like put text on the screen. I didn't think of that until now. I could probably do that between races pretty easily, but so we'll see how we get on. In the meantime, too busy getting counted to think about that sort of thing. It should be. Actually, I guess it gives me a bit more time. Speaking of which, drop dodge. Only because I had it. Doesn't count, but... Just hoping I could still get that item box in the respawn, but whatever. The Rob Bike combo too. Love to see it. Okay. We're not quite on the levels of, what's it, Mario Kart 8 last week for some of this line. We've had some fun lines, for sure. Had some on Saturday as well, even in local play where people would just be syncing like crazy. It was very interesting. I mean, it's unsurprisingly still built on top of the same engine, so it's always going to have these weird inconsistencies that 8 have. It's not exactly like they're going to be fixing them anytime soon. Oh yeah, I always forget that this race plays completely differently on intermission mode. Alright, let's look into this text then. Let's see, studio mode, so I can make the edits in peace. Of course, that's what I do. Wait, where did you end up finishing, Gabsy? Right, let's see. Please. This isn't gonna work, is it? I don't have a mouse today, by the way. I forgot my USB-C adapter. I don't know where it is. So I'm doing all this on the touchpad, which is mostly covered by the microphone right now. By the way, speaking of free thinking... I don't know how well this is even going to work, because it's just inherently going to get in the way of the, So I chose this map. Yeah. That's my text, but... I only had enough time to do one. Oh well. game scares me so much. Everything can go away in a blink of an eye, you know? That's the issue. You gotta make sure you cherish every moment in this game because it can all be taken away so quickly. I didn't expect to play this so soon into the stream, but I'm less surprised about the landslide victory. That was about expected if this map ever appeared on the roulette, so... yeah. You know when the option appears that it's going to be picked, so you might as well just take advantage of it. Don't go against the grain. I just kind of get kind of got the feeling they might have fired backwards then. And here comes the carnage. Okay, getting bottom of pack items mid pack. Cracks with this game. Nope. Barely messed with my style around. Oh, good old hammer item. Doing what it does best. Absolutely nothing. That's fine. Get the crown for a little bit. Just like that. There it all went. See? Told you. Gotta cherish it. Those brief, glorious moments at first place. Good point. I never realised that there's very few, if not any, item boxes in that section. I'd say new discovery there. Finding out what everyone else thinks. There we go. Oh! Accidental wall riding. In my real wall riding game, I'll take it. Okay. Can't overtake. DK dab. Went the wrong way again. Happens every time. I always think, right, remember to go to the right, and then I either don't or think it's the other turn. Oh. Didn't do as much damage as the first. Oh, I'll throw that one in for good luck as well. Has there been a major patch for this yet? No, and I don't know when you'd massively expect one. Probably like a month or two might be a little too early for anything meaningful feature or huge overhaul-wise, but for what it's worth, I know there's the Nintendo Direct rumors going around for, presumably, you know, it's already getting quite late in the month. Pokemon Direct's like 22nd or something, so next week, so it's also presumably going to be after DK, so with that in mind, there's a chance we might hear something sooner rather than later, but yeah, no idea personally as to what I would say, I guess. Alright, let's try and actually do this time in the time allotted to me. Oh hey, it's the Mario drawing song. That is not as thick as the other outline. What did I do to that one? 14, and that's 5. Yep, that explains it. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? I assume that's the same size. I'm gonna live up to the rumors. That's not the one I wanted to move, but whatever. New week, new profile picture too? What, me or someone else? Let's see, how badly did I mess that up? Oh, in the corner, yeah, I gotta mix it up, for sure. Maybe like a tiny bit more. Very exciting to hear, if the rumors are true. Alright. Make that just a tiny bit bigger. That seems to have fixed it. Cool. That's about... Oh, sorry. That's about the best you can get it. I think. What you getting? What cut you getting? That's all I'm thinking. Oh, right, of course. It's the I didn't think of that. Should have done copyright. Whoops. Yankee with no brim? What, on the profile picture? Come on. Upstream, very nice. I can't think what this is. Oh, it's oh, it's Mushroom Gold. Right. The acoustic guitar threw me off for a second, but not for long. Wait, did I actually? No, something else must have gotten killed. At the very least, can my useless hammers get a Larry? No. No, they can't. Oh well. I missed that. Using it as a hammer as effective as Steve, mate. I think he's much more. Adept with a hammer personally. I think that man knows his way around a toolkit or two. Whereas the Mario Kart World hammer, I'm not so sure about that. That thing's as good as useless. I've hit people with it. I think I can count the amount of times I've hit people with it on one hand, despite having had it hundreds of times already. Knows his way around the kettle? Well, no, John knows his way around the kettle. Kettle? Kettle. It sounds like Steve doesn't. So actually quite the opposite. His mouth knows its way around a hot beverage, on the other hand. Alright, let's fix these. I shouldn't edit this on live, but whatever. Give up caring at this point after it's taken 2 races to do this. I thought it was safe to stream. I was wrong. Once again, I think that's about the best you're gonna get it. I don't think they're even in line. Actually, I can check that pretty easily. 16, 29. Okay. There we go. That one needs to be like way further across, I think. Oh, the cow gets a Famicom, Rob? Oh, indeed it does. Hills. Yeah, okay. Shy Guy? A bit late, but I can absolutely do Shy Guy in a second. First time I've been in the water at Crown City. Yeah, like, it's not in all that many routes, is it? So, it's fun. Alright, after this race. I thought the coast was clear. Oh boy. The variety is immense. What with the intermissions, you mean, or just with the with the intermissions, with the characters? Like, there's a lot of variety as to whether it's a wanted, warranted, etc. We've yet to be seen. We've not had that argument today yet. Maybe we can weasel its way in. How's the house after a long time away? It's been completely fine for the most part. The house has been fine. It's fine. A lot of variety, but there's only one. The meta changes all the time. That's not been an issue so far. Like we were saying at the beginning of the stream, it's now it's swoop at the moment. For online and other stuff with the characters, so it's pretty entertaining. So those characters, this car that I'm using in heavyweights are pretty much good for like time trialing, things where you're never going to slow down or get hit and need to accelerate again or anything. Whereas the medium and lightweights, and therefore, you know, any like part and vehicle that suits them, is generally just way better because it has a way better for every other application, you know, like with items and stuff like that. Because when you're getting hit, you need good acceleration, and those cars just don't have the acceleration to back it up. So yes and no. I think actually currently it is Wario, as in, what's his face? I can't think of it. Got scooped by Waluigi's taco stand? I don't know what you mean. Yeah, so current issue. What am I saying? I don't know. I'm completely lost. I've been thrown off today. 100%. Especially with now. Well, it's stupid hot anyway. The window's not closing, so let's prepare for any like semblance of thoughts that were already struggling to leave my mouth today to further just plummet to the depths of the ocean or whatever have you, you know? Right, Shy Guy. I'll probably leave that one open. Oh yeah, good point. What am I... Any variation of Shy Guy King? Or you got these 3? I'll give you a little bit. Otherwise I'll just choose. Rain then shine all day. Yeah, it's been really off and on here. Any skin? I will go with the slope guy then. Free? And I mean thinkers, anyone? Yeah, it doesn't work randomly on stream when I'm in the menu. Nice try. Salmon coloured shy guy. He's elite. Don't mess with him. Here we go. New combo. I'm feeling full of life. Let's get underway. Hey, we remember it. You actually get VR from private lobbies now? I doubt it. Maybe that is a thing and I just didn't hear about it, but it would be weird to me. You never did previously, so in any other Mario Kart game that is, I mean. So like unless that's just like a random change they made specifically for this game, I would be surprised. Doesn't seem like a very Nintendo thing to do. You're meant to be having fun, so you don't need a ranking. Oh, fell for the oldest trick in the book, except you automatically trail nowadays, so kind of was entirely on me and not them just doing a little trolling. Speaking of Nintendo, I see the new Splatfest drop. I didn't hear the situation with that. What was it? Just because of Switch 2 they decided to do another one? Was it a rerun? I honestly don't remember what it was. I kind of just instinctively saw Splatfest and went, oh yeah, it's a Splatfest. Not remembering that they'd already finished. I saw C1, yeah, C1 wasn't it, at least, where I saw people talking about it. Oh, here we go. Dolphin. Great. Didn't even get dolphins, we got cheap tubes instead. On the track landing. Oh. Over here. Just an oval with more steps, so don't screw it up. There we go. The intended use, of course, of the feather item. Because will I use it when I did? That works, okay. Locked in for a second there on the wall ride. Didn't help me at all, but could have done. Throwing some strays out there, just seeing what I get. Oh! That works. Okay. I got my controller a bit too quickly. Oh well. Anyways, now that we're all out of race for a sec, how's everyone doing today anyway? As kind of alluded to, it's been a little bit of a hectic day, both with the tech stuff I had to deal with last minute, which I didn't expect to. I should have checked it earlier, but I'm so used to even, you know, coming back to this laptop setup, not really needing to touch it like I have today. That combined with, yeah, it was a shopping day, so got out and did that, kind of crashed for a little bit, back to, you know, prepping own dinners and stuff like that. So, you know, had to factor in like timings of stuff like that as well, and other factors alluded to previously. not melting, re-solidifying into a new form. Yeah, I mean, last night was really bad here. Every moment since then has comparatively been quite nice. Don't get me wrong, it's not great in here right now, for example, but had it be far worse before, like with the door wide open back home or whatever, versus here where currently everything's closed and we're kind of just about surviving. Okay, just stopped off. Or whatever it's called. Something like that. Summit. Close enough. Say hello back. I mean, for the most part, pretty low-key Mario Kart Mondays this week, just playing the game as per. Like, switching it up, as you know, I get a bit bored of just playing the same game every single week, so that's why we did Mario Kart 8 last week anyway, so I mostly enjoyed my time there. I hope other people enjoyed watching it, etc. Nowadays, yeah, I don't know, still going to be doing a lot of Mario Kart World, but inherently it's like, you know, a bit of a more thoughtless stream, I guess, so to say, in terms of, you know, just kind of boot up the game and play versus like, oh, I have these plans that I want to get up with, etc. No football today, that's why you're here. Nice. I mean, less scraps today the better or something, I'm sure. But, yeah, no, I kind of just turned the game on and didn't really think much beyond that, so as a result, here we are with the empty brainwaves and all that. Been a very busy couple of days. Saturday was out gaming with friends and things, like out 12 plus hours, barely slept the night before for a multitude of reasons, then straight into going cross-country yesterday, and then getting woken up really early. Well, not really early, but certainly getting woken up today. And it's a bit of a busy week. Full stop. About the one. No, I was going to say the one bit of respite's Donkey Kong, but that's kind of going to be nestled in between other things for the most part. I think it's going to be kind of competing for time against like tomorrow. Got a couple of bits we've got to like prepare for and things like that require a lot of actually anti-tidying, getting stuff out rather than putting stuff away. Out Wednesday. Already realizing that Friday's episode of Pick and Mix isn't going to happen as currently billed. That's next week's problem. I'll figure out what I'm doing this week instead. I'll just do that next week because I'm clearly not going to find time to play it. Stream as well, possibly either tomorrow or Thursday. Like, yeah, a lot cramming in all of a sudden. No, I already got that one. Boring. And what keyboards? And how did the conversation go? That's the new bits I'm needing to know from this. Mobile data moment, Twitch mobile moment. There's like so many things you can chalk this up to. Choose wisely. Just go random at this point instead of trying to dip between a couple of them. I want to start jump, but I don't have enough time at this point. And that's not what I want to do. Nothing like coming out of voting and finding you fell off a cliff. That's always me when I pause the game in online. I'm just somewhere completely different from where I started off. Fun fact of the day, since you play Fist of the North Star before, did you see some Japanese version online that found unused reels of the original anime that were uncensored? I did not, no. I saw something about Fist of Nostalgia the other day. Wasn't there like a new trailer or something? But that's about all I saw. It's really cool when people always like reconstruct stuff like that themselves. Like, I don't know of any cooler examples, but I know there was like a couple unused SpongeBob scenes that people would pile together from like whatever voice recordings were left over, and mainly the animation cells that people would, you know, would post online for auctions and stuff like that. The person in front is really laggy. You know, like, it's always really awesome when that happens. The CG one, oh, okay. I didn't realize it was an anime. I just thought it was a game or something from the screenshots I saw. Interesting. Yeah, no, I'll have a look at that. Oh, right, of course. Oh no, I thought it was a bomb cut off ahead. It wasn't, it was just a big bird. People are already letting retiredness. I'm very surprised by that. Oh, the comments under the trailer are moaning. What? Well, that doesn't sound like 2025 internet. So the thing is, the CG isn't even the money saver tactic anymore. Give it like... give it less than a year and it'll be the AI animated Fist of the North Star series if they were just doing it to save money, you know? Like CG to cut corners, that's old news now. That's just for love of the game, just like hand-drawn animation or digital animation or whatever have you, you know. It'll do. Yeah, unfortunately I haven't been able to get to my mining off stream as of right now, but if I'm doing Pokemon Tuesday or Thursday, I'm really going to need to get to that shortly. But luckily, it's not actually anywhere near as bad as I thought it would be, so don't actually need to like ultra lock in for it or anything based on the list of stuff that I've got at this point that I want to do on the streams. So I think it's just going to be the one stream of Pokemon, basically. That's not embedding properly, King, so I'm gonna quickly repost that with a fixed link. One sec. That is not how you spell the word fix. Does that work? Just... yeah, that does still work. Okay, I'll have a look at that in a sec. We're gonna make a new villain out of Kieran? Oh, you know it. I don't understand why it's not working properly. Twitter just quite often fails to work properly, full stop. Some could argue it's not worked properly for years, but in particular... Triple P. All I'm saying is I picked P. Alright, where we getting? Where we dropping? Okay, that works. I've already been live 40 minutes, wow. Does not feel like it at all. Got number one Mario Kart Royale. Can't think of how to follow it on. That part of the lyric part of my brain's not working today. Yeah, Shy Guys, we about to get down? Maybe? That's the best I got in me for right now. I'm trying to work through it. Like, got a number one in the knockout tour. Can't think of anything good that rhymes with tour in this situation for this. Okay. Netcode moment. So good, so good. Oh, you can't go through the legs? What Dino Jungle bullshit is this? Here we go. Moment of truth. No way. Come on. Do what I can. It's quite close. I mean, I wasn't actually that close. Looking at that mini map. Oh, you know that person's in last. Alright, I'm gonna mess with my combo again temporarily. Here we go in. Oh, like a bit of peeper. No, oh, okay. It's a ghost. I mean, I was gonna say I look like I've seen a ghost, but no, if anything, if anything, it's the complete opposite. I'm just red today. Darn, that was Airship Fortress, and I got too busy looking for a 3-lap. Who's not voting? Nice. Oh, the banana scooter, glorious. Yes, I'm first, I did it. I have no idea if it's actually possible right there or not, looking at the time difference, but I'm gonna guess it isn't. I swear on my life, it's been 9 hours. But I still can't see I had to do it. It didn't matter in the end, but I still had to do it. Yeah, imagine that's faster if you get the water slip because of all of the boost pads that are there, but I can't imagine it being worth it. Going so far out the way for it. Oh no, I actually didn't want to do that slipstream. It's like the one time I wasn't aiming to do one. Here we go. Now we can lock it. Never mind. Actually, that seems to have been deserved, so I can only say so much. Oh, let's go. We're back in the mine. Close. Okay, still pretty good. Okay. Back on the grind? I mean, the grind's never going well on this game. Let's put it like that. We're back on the placing in a semi-decent position. Oh, this remix is always so good. We never play Faraway Oasis. Have you ever maintained 20 coins? Seems like once you get hit multiple times. Rarely, yeah, but to be honest, same with Mario Kart 8, I only really max out my coin count if I'm front running. You just get hit way too often to keep it maintained most of the time otherwise. I wish I'd cleaned out this area. This is one of the few I actually did in free roam because it's at the bottom of the map, so I just started here. Maybe like coin as well that was on the right, and there's one on the outside somewhere here as well. Stay way too early. Let's see if that backfires. Close miss straight into an easily avoidable target. By the time I finished that chair on Friday, it was way past your showing, so that was fun. What was the chair situation? Or what was this chair that you were making? On the plus side, this does remind me, I've finally ordered a new desk chair after having had my current one for 10 years, so we do move. I say I've ordered one. It has been ordered for me as a present of the date of birth. Manufacturer error led me to be on it for ages. Who is the manufacturer? Name and shame. Let's start there. Who was it? Didn't drill a hole? Really? I meant to show it off on Discord or like Blue Sky or something. Recently got a very cool like pinboard for back at home. So got it just in time to be back here. But the Command Center is only in the north. Well, you're on the list. Yeah, got it just in time. They hadn't threaded one of the screw holes. So no screws would fit, and even if you forced them, they wouldn't turn on this pegboard thing I got from IKEA. So that was like half an hour of headache for the installer, which once again was not me. I'm getting away scot-free in a lot of these stories so far tonight. Because I'm very much not the practical person of the house. I'm right at the bottom of the list in terms of DIY stuff like that, so someone else is always on hand to help and it's their fault. Why did you attempt to horn the blue show? You're in fear? And you're right at the end. Yeah, I got called mid-show to help with this chair and got told it would take 5 minutes. It did not. Isn't that always the way though? It'll only be 5 minutes. It'll be a quick job. Come on. On your pop. I have some pictures. Let's send them to Discord real quick. Exclamation mark Discord, by the way, if you're not in there. I know you are, probably realistically, if you're listening to this right now live anyway, but... is it this one? I think this is the most recent one. Yeah, there we go. That should be the most recent one. I just put up in the Discord there. I don't think I've really changed that much between now and then. Unsurprisingly, certainly not in the last. Okay, that's my last race. No worries, Larry. Yeah, certainly not changed much in the last 24 hours, unsurprisingly. Yeah, at least for the next few weeks, these will be a bit earlier. I actually wanted to be on before 8. I was originally aiming for 7:30, but dinner was like a 45-minute cook time compared to some of them we have, which are like way shorter. I should probably save those ones for Mondays for future reference, but I didn't think about that. Yeah, 7:30 to 8 is the goal. Yeah, unfortunately I've already run out of room on those keychains, because I've actually got a load of like little keychain bits that I can put on there. Those mini discs too? Yeah. That was a birthday gift from Player 2. God, like 2 years ago now. I've never had anywhere to put them. So they've always remained in the plastic bag they came in. I was like, no, but I'm not getting them out because I want someone proper to display them. It took 2 years, but there it is. It's as far as I know, the full set from... It was a Japan only thing, not even in like... Just as the first cross store came over here, but it wasn't in any of them. Corkboard for my concert ticket. I used to have a corkboard, but I honestly... I'm not a huge pin collector. Like, that's probably, of all of those sorts of things, the thing I get least of. I have a couple lying around just from having like bought things that came with them, and a very like select few. Like I have a couple of the Sega Shop pins from a few years back, but otherwise, good timing on that one. Otherwise, yeah, not really got too many pins. Like maybe 3 or 4 I can think of that I'd actually display. Being on Sega Store, I see the new one is American only. Yeah, it's not surprising. Europe's just, hey, it's on Amazon, and that's it at this point. The usual Dink merch, honestly not looked yet. Oh, do you mean the pins, or do you just mean the Sega Shop merch? If you mean the pins are really cool. The Sega Shop ones, that is. I have the original Jet Set Radio logo, and I have the Somebody Amigo one. I was going to get a few more, but I just never got to them. I assume they're out of stock. The website flipping closed. Yeah, I think they might be done making them. Just a hunch. Shame, I love Sega Shop, but I haven't really bought much from them for the past few years, because gradually more and more stuff became American, and then, I mean, there was always way too much American exclusive stuff because of the difference in distributor from Numbskull to... I can't remember who did it in America. But, there was always some really cool stuff on there in the early days, certainly. Oh yeah, here we go. The best thing from the Sega Store was the Yakuza hoodie and the Yakuza clown pins at one star. I really wish I'd gotten that hoodie, but never did. I got the bottle, which got really thoroughly used and is unfortunately dented for 1, and 2, I guess just heat and haven't been in use for like 5 years. It has very recently, like last year, started peeling all the design off and everything, so... Rip the Kiryu mug? Oh yeah, that was an exclusive, wasn't it? Didn't even think about that. I do actually have one. Actually, I think I showed you, didn't I? I think I made a coffee in it when we were watching the AXA show. Was that only on the EU Sega Store? Maybe, because it is a Numbskull... Cos Cups are a Numbskull thing. And they certainly were online only on the Sega shop. So yes, more than likely they were Europe only, I'm gonna guess, by like process of elimination. While we judge Diabolical, we'll finish it one day. Although, might be a little difficult to figure out how that'll work. Oh yeah, of course. You don't want any of those right nosy pricks looking in, do you? Meanwhile, what's going on outside? Down in November again anyway. I mean, Sonic on November, or are you also down in October and November then? Maybe I'll still arrange that stuff with you. You were talking about, what was it? September you were talking about something for, weren't you? About that again at a later date. I just have absolutely no idea of plans after this point. Oh, okay. I didn't realise it was then. Fair enough. For some reason I just thought it was way earlier in October. Like, especially at this time of year, half the time I honestly just keep them open. Like, not where I am right now, because it's right next to a public park, and I find it really weird at night time watching people come past when it's gone dark. But absolutely, like, sling the door open, back in the office room, grab a curtain open, and like that was always really chill. Someone's car alarm or home alarm could be going off, and back in the day people would care, but they could be dead and no one would care. Ideally, I mean, it means I don't gotta get hot off the sofa, right? I went somewhere the other day where the business alarm was going off like the entire time we were there. I was like, is that car alarm? And we got out, and it kind of became apparent. No, it was actually the business alarm going off. So something got stolen. No one was in a particularly desperate rush to fix it. Oh, they got those really good items just to get sniped out of them. Welcome to America, etc. Oh, it's like I've not heard it yet, but there's someone where I am right now who, 2 AM, their BMW alarm would always go off without fail. Oh, no, I'm thinking of something else. They would just rev their engine at 2 AM to go to work or whatever it was. I always get got by that, by the way. I feel like that's not the greatest indicator. You know, it's not well signposted that that's staying on the track. Key holder quiet quitting. Wish that were me. Actually, I say that. I think I did. I think I might have done what the kids are now calling quiet quit. Yeah, it was like 2 AM they go to work and I always rev the engine across the estate. And I was like, oh, yeah. Luckily, you know, we are the people who are awake at 2 AM, so you're kind of just starting to doze off when it would happen, versus like, I'm in a deep sleep, go the fuck away. Great. Good. 5th to 11th on a simple bonk. We love it. What on earth? Oh man, and it's starting to get dark as well. Just rub salt in the wounds. see if anything's happened on here either. I've been actually keeping an eye on Discord just because I seem to be getting loads of pings there. But now, I'm going to check my phone. I know, great streaming. Apologies. You enjoying your gondola ride? Oh man, I just realised. It's not only Donkey Kong this week, it's also Shadow Labyrinth. Oh well, can't get that till next week. I didn't pre-plan for that one. Oopsie. Still don't know what I'd get it on. I'm realistically leaning towards PC, but we'll see. I'm very much interested in that. I know no one else is, particularly, but it's the best sort of dumb. It's the Grimdark that knows it's entirely stupid for being Grimdark. I did not. I imagine it's really silly. That's the thing. It's one of those things where it's like, it feels like it's at the point of not knowing it's the butt of the joke, but you know, certainly knowing to not take itself too seriously given the context of it or whatever. And I really like that about it. I think it looks like a fun Metroidvania from everything I've seen of it so far. Kingdom Hearts ass edgy hoodie. Yes! I'd not seen that. I'm so on board. Way to sell me on the game there, that I'm already buying. Look, if no one's got a cape or a scarf on necessarily, I am playing the damn game, so... Perfect. I already told you I was buying the game, what more did you need? I'll post it in Discord once the dishes are put away, awesome. I assume it's probably an in-game spoiler of some sort, but I'm not too inclined to care as of right now. Kind of hoping I'd get to replay Mario Odyssey before DK, but I think that's going to be a post-DK thing. Oh, promo! Okay. I've honestly done the usual of paying very, very little attention to promo posts. Like, I've only seen it when it was announced and when it showed up in that one direct. Every other time like, there was a bunch of like Namco showcases and stuff it showed up at, and I just kind of either zoned out or didn't watch them. Very purposefully to somewhat preserve the experience. So we'll see. As to the rest of it, I guess. The dishes ain't washing themselves. So I just realised we're going down the mountain. That's really cool. That was an awful race from me. Actually, that was fine. New official Klonoa art drop for the transparency video. I'm missing the meme. give me a quick clue, and I've forgotten. Oh, okay. Interesting. At some point I really need to, I say really need to. I'd like to go back to Klonoa 1 and 2 at some point. Probably, an excuse to... I would do it for achievements, realistically, but also at some point I need an excuse to play Klonoa on Wii, considering I spent an absurd amount of money on that before the remake dropped. I mean, it's technically still a very different game. That doesn't matter to most people. What mattered was it was a remake of Klonoa. So the much more faithful remake coming out is just a coincidence in it dropping in price, I guess, because most people went, oh, newer remake, and it's like, well, Yeah, but this game still has inherent merits of its own, which people just kind of didn't get. So one of those weird cases where something drops in value and I actually don't massively get why. Anyway, let's have a look at this art. There's the server. Oh, that's great. That's really good. Oh. Oh, is this what I was not getting spoiled on? Nope. The eyes looked very Astrobot on part of the image for a second. Still haven't played the Astro DLC. I know, great spoilers for all the PS5 players in here. I know Cloud's in it. That's all I know. Great. Yeah, that also mood. That's awesome. Fantastic. I like this variation of the map. I feel like, you know, like going a specific way around or whatever never really shows up all that often. And I wish it did a little more. The double whammy as well. Nothing is sacred. Yes, I did. Imagine if that's the reason people start cancelling their TV licenses. Alice, you put up with the rest of it, but this is where you draw the line. Oh! I've only successfully used like 2 Mega Mushrooms of the 5 I feel like I've had at this point. Which is the curse. Like Gen AI IRL. I think use the word Gen and apply it to it's like funny thing. Nope, it's gone. See, no one says Generation Boomer. So you can't even what's the word? Sub in Gen X, because I feel like even someone would have clocked it from there, you know? Surely. I'm aware you meant as in generative. I was trying to make a joke, but my inability to do so has been greatly proven here. Hang on. Still got a couple left. Please forgive me, it's really warm today. Strikes again. It happens. What? Huh? Oh, okay. Alright. Sorry, Yoshi. I guess. Wait, did we? You know we did. That's why intermissions exist. Sometimes I do things that make me feel like I should see a specialist. Yeah, that's one of them that I feel like could trigger that for sure. Is another one of them tagging my music collection by any chance? Or if not, I've given you a freebie for the list. Sorry, it's not just the act of that, actually. It's the act of enjoying and not finding it a tedious, laborious task. Inherently, it is something that must be done. You must be the maintainer of order. Music collection in this instance. There's a good slipstream to them as well. Straight over his head. Oh, it ran out before I got Gabsy done. Oh my goodness, that was close. Around we go. Hold. Oh my god, you have to be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. It's okay. We can maintain this. We can do this. Let's go. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? That was so much more enjoyable than just having played it a second time, for sure. Well, take advantage of it while you still can. Moments like that don't come around often. Hype for this CC update too. Oh, Castle Crashes. I thought you were like 200 CC. I know how I feel about the redrawn art. I've not seen the trailer yet. I thought it looked pretty good for the most part, though, from what I remember from previous trailers. Pretty hyped for it, though. Well, then, you know what that means? Once that's done, we actually get, We done? No. Once that's done, we get, Battle Blocks next in line, isn't it? They made everyone's head bigger. Yeah, I guess that's to facilitate the custom character stuff as well. So you say that, is there a particular reason they wouldn't? Because otherwise they, just did the Alien Hominid sequel, right? And when you aren't doing an alternate route on the track, the intermission is different. Yeah, that's it. Alright, here we go. I think it's also just their way of making characters more cartoony, considering the game's almost 20 years old. Yeah, like, for sure. I mean, I imagine the heads needed redrawing anyway, because, they don't targeting 1080p originally, right? So I guess there were parts that needed redrawing, so in the process they just kind of touched up some character designs. I think they want to make different games. I think that's fair, but also... You refrained. You shouldn't have refrained, but you refrained. That's impressive skill. Did you see their newest game on Steam, the Endless Runner type? No? Last game I remember them making, aside from Alien Hominid, if we're still on Behemoth, was what was it? What was the Pit People? I didn't know they'd done anything between Pit People, Alien Hominid, and now. Yeah, I'll have to have a look at that in a second. I wasn't familiar with that. It's only a few quid. I'll definitely check it out. Like, I kind of like an Endless Runner style thing. It's like you say, weird it's not a mobile game. I'd much rather play an Endless Runner in that sort of setting, but still give it a go regardless. Here we go. I say it's the big opportunity. It's not the big opportunity. First of all, what did I even do then? Second of all, I know how this goes. Get hit a ricochet green shell, and then that's it. A new game based around Hattie Hattington. Well, that could be Castle Crashers for all you know now. You'll absolutely be giving that a play at some point for sure. Heard someone slipstreaming around me, but I wasn't quite sure what there was I could do about it. And what were my rights in this situation? Kidding me. We also get a new character, Paint Jr. I heard about the character, I've not actually seen them yet. Is it just the one new one, because the rest of it's all like workshop stuff? So what are they even going to do about the workshop stuff on console, or is it actually built into the game rather than being reliant on Steam Workshop specifically? Oh, 8 new characters. Interesting. Oh, it's not been announced for console? Really? Okay. You know, because I just said about it, not Castle Crashers, what's its face? Battle Block. I know that was basically made just for console, as in, you know, the upcoming update they're going to do to it or whatever. I suspect they may take the best creative route. Yeah, as long as you can, you know, find a way to even facilitate the rights for that or whatever, then yeah, that's probably about the best solution for that sort of thing. Yeah, no, what I'm trying to say is, I'm completely messing up what I'm trying to say. Basically, the remaster of Battle Block that's supposedly coming out on new consoles is mostly for consoles first. Yes, that's why I keep saying it. I haven't made this up. When you said Battle Block Remaster, that is actually kind of correct. They're porting it to new consoles. So, that's what I'm kind of referring to there, is basically that update's almost exclusively to get it onto consoles. I don't think it's going to change like loads on the PC side, was more my point. that I wasn't very well explaining. Water is wet too, by the way, while we're at it. No time Mario Kart World Discourse has dropped off now that DK Bonanza has minor performance. God, it's just... The outrage machine never stops. Like, no matter what walk of life you're in, like, I could just say fuck this and like become a sewing streamer, or I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, just go to like a completely different community, give up games, and there'd still be some like outrage machine just clicking away, like, you know, click clack 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 with the typewriter in the corner every 2 seconds finding something. Once again, your local frame rate person, I'm sure it is absolutely nothing worth complaining about, but apparently it was on Donkey Kong Country Returns HD as well, whereas it was like, the input drops were more annoying than the frame rate drops, but that was not the one that was getting the heat. It was all the frame rate drops. It's not even that bad. Yeah, but it ran better on the original console. It's still fine. Sounds like it might have a lot of distractions going on. That's like everyone's PC when they play Minecraft. Who cares? Even then, like, I can't see it being that severe, can it? It's a Nintendo game. They wouldn't release it in a position where it was that severe. I think it's just like Nintendo games always hold 60 FPS. It's like, well, I don't know where you were the last gen then, because Mario Kart World is right now, yes, but you know, launch titles of the Switch were, but it didn't last. Even on Nintendo's own titles, it didn't last. So it's not exactly like it's something new. Game has hit stop and intentional slowdown. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I heard people say. It's like, I'd agree to an extent that sometimes when a game slows down, it actually kind of, you know, there's like intentional ones that you say, but actually moments where it's not intentional but kind of adds to the game feel, to the point where, like, you know, sequels will go and add it in intentionally, as you say, like hit stop and stuff. Like, it doesn't matter as long as the game moment to moment runs fine, right? Like, that's just a common thing that happens in action sequences in games or whatever. It's just not this one. Banana. Good addition to that conversation there, King. Feeling like $1 million? Different game. Can't think what game that would be, unfortunately. Yeah, like, if I were to assign a game to feeling like $1 million, like, what would the game be? Minion Rush Stream when? Of all of the endless runners, honestly, Minion Rush is one of the better ones I can think of. I'd sooner do a Mario Kart Tour stream, though. Raven Rabbits? Speaking of which, King, did you see, unlike the Trolls games, they kept very quiet about it, but I randomly opened the Steam page for Rayman Legends the other day, and it did actually get Steam achievements. Back in April. And they actually pruned out the online ones. This is actually entirely attainable offline. Yeah, if you check Steam, it's actually got achievements on it now. It's really cool. They've been doing it for a lot of Ubisoft games, so everyone was like, okay, they're going to do it for Rayman. And yes, not only did they do it, they actually made it so that you can get all the achievements. Does it mean the servers are going down soon then? Did the PC ones not already go down? Or am I confused? I know Origins is definitely dead. Oh, in that case, I don't know, maybe just future-proofing themselves. I know some Legends servers went offline, I just couldn't remember what ones. Yeah, it wasn't long after. I remember we talked about it when we were playing it. I know, like, the Wii U Legends servers definitely went down around things. I think some of them stayed up post Nintendo Network closure, just for leaderboards and stuff. Once again, while it lasts, enjoy it. Or are just weekly monthly challenges only? Yeah, it's really only a pure achievement hunting at that point and she doesn't care about them. Aren't there technically costumes linked to the weekly monthly challenges as well? I can't say you can't blue dodge in there. Blue dodges work really weirdly in both 8 and this. Like, it's not just like you outrun the shell, you have to physically lock into the state of outrunning the shell, if that makes any remote sort of sense. Like, you can't do it. I know at least in 8, you can't do it until the dropping animation starts. Even if it's about to start, and it's effectively, for all intents and purposes, you know, stop moving towards you and it's just going to move down, that doesn't count. So I don't know whether that's just a similar thing in mid-air, like it just can't detect the state properly that you're, either intentionally or unintentionally, you know, it can't detect the state that you're dodging it, so it just doesn't count. Yeah, you have to do it when the shell goes to drop, exactly, because it kind of doesn't do it in the same way in the air. I'm guessing that's what happens. That was an impressive run for those shells. That was a good lay. Mushroom boost is slightly... Yes, it is. It's something to do with air drag / acceleration or something. Ooh, physics. Is it not technically slower in 8? Oh, definitely in base 8, but is it not also slower in deluxe 8? Really? Okay, that surprises me. Sometimes it's just entirely a feel thing. Like, technically you're faster in a plane in Sonic Transformed, for example. Doesn't feel it unless you're doing risk boost all the time, in which case it is definitely faster. No worries, Gabsy. I know it's getting on for some people and all that, so thanks for joining anyway. TV got stolen back, can't have anything. Yeah, like in that game it's technically faster even without risk boost to be on the plane, but like it just does not feel like it's faster in any way, shape or form. There's just something about, you know, the feeling of speed, the presentation of how the game shows you that you're going fast, etc. in these games, it was like really important for that sort of thing, even if something is actually on paper better. Sometimes it just really does not give the dopamine that it should to make it feel like it is. Well, and with that, I'm quote-unquote on my own. Or at least in terms of online players, that is. When you get an all-star on land, you do feel the speed. Yeah, 100%, but I also just assumed part of that was because, A, the game makes you feel like you're really fast because it has like a load of particle effects, like, you know, trails, things like that. But also, B, I just assumed a mode like that inherently would speed you up. God damn it, I was right! Yeah, it's on the track changes, you don't. Yeah. So there's not even any noticeable decrease of speed between the two or anything, that's the thing. It just manages through perception to feel that way. It's really odd. Human brains are weird, dare I say. I said it. Little cut. Blue should bring up how All Stars Racing is better All Stars. There we go, got it in, crammed it in there. I mean, there's so many. I think we've sat here before and like listed off all our favourites when doing stuff like this. Like there's just some bangers. Sorry, it's back-to-back bangers. Please excuse me. Can't think of a weak one in there, honestly. I guess just by virtue of isn't Towers' one's kind of naff, isn't it? From memory. I can't even actually think of what he does now. I can only think of his one in Transform where he just throws spammers at walls, isn't he? Yeah, I actually can't think of what Tails is. Tails is also in first game is off the top of my head. I think he just throws tornadoes on you, doesn't he? I'd say Ryu, but it depends on... What does it depend on? I don't think it is. I think Ryu is great with the forklift. I mean, it's good, but in terms of thematically, like it's not all that interesting. That's the point I'm trying to get across, I guess. Crosswords is a better TSR to me. Having played it, I can also say that, yeah. That's effectively the void it fills. It kind of fills the void of what I thought TSR would be. It's not what I wanted, you know, the ultimate version of TSR to be, post the fact, but it was pretty good when I played it, but, you know, yep, not a high bar, that's... No, I had a lot of fun with it. I just wished they'd demo it again one time, somewhere that wasn't behind closed doors, because it would have had a really good opportunity to, like, week before or after Mario Kart or whatever, rethinking, you know it. It would have been like a great opportunity to do some sort of cross-platform test this time instead of Sony, but I get why they chose Sony, because it's the unhackable console. And they probably gave them money, because they had the exclusivity stuff for Shadow Gems, so it makes sense they would also have it for Crossworlds by extension, you know. You think TSR on Apple Arcade will still get content? Maybe, just by virtue of the fact that there's no real kart racing competition on iOS of that quality. And the fact that there's obviously not going to be a mobile port of Standard. Do we yet know if it's going to be physical? Very muddy, because there are pictures that make it look like there's a type of game card which is both builds on the card. There was a screenshot we saw of like the trailer that was like, hey, pre-order now or whatever, that showed that type of card. We also had a bit of a confusing Nintendo representative stealth situation, because apparently a Sega support staff member said it would be a GameCube card. So, choose which one you want. I think there's merit, by the way, nice backspam, thanks. I think there's merit in wanting to take the Sega response, quote unquote, but at the same time, look at how that worked out with the Nintendo representative talking, you know, on behalf of the company, the customer support guy for the game keycard stuff. It didn't really work out any well. Might pivot it away. It's the sort of thing where I could see it happening if it's not already gone to production, you've not already paid for the production run, with it being a few months out. It is the sort of last minute change you could make. Therefore, also the sort of last minute change that is very easy if you're A, feeding info to people that you've heard through the grapevine, i.e. I heard this around the office, or B, you were given a sheet full of questions about this game and it was never updated. I tried to get on that requested list, but it missed out. What do you mean? Oh, when I come over next, let's play Catherine vs. Mode. I actually don't own Catherine on anything. I've never had a reason to own it on anything. Closest I've come is kind of interested in getting it on 360 for the Weird Games collection, just because there was that like 2-year period where Atlas was really active in putting stuff on 360. Persona Arena kind of made sense, because fighting games were pretty much almost exclusively played on Xbox outside of Japan at that point. but and didn't proceed to get it on PC for the original version or get full body on everything either. So quick port of a Switch port of it I'd like with a random generation town. It has a Switch port. Must have forgotten that bit. Was a bigger Nintendo PR misstep. Keycard confusion of telling the public not to put it wheelchair basketball. Did that happen? I've kind of heard the perspective of why did they make them robots if they're wanting to make this disability inclusive? Why didn't they make them real Paralympians? And like, honestly, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, yeah, actually, why didn't you do that? As we now know, it's apparently not basketball, so that's good at least. No, Full Body came out on Switch. I don't know if it was day and date. It was also on Vita, fun fact. Of course, that was a Japan release, but it was on Vita as well. Multiple Nintendo representatives. That game was just inherently always going to be a bit of a mess when it came out because the game is TM, you know, so like no matter what, whether it was Nintendo themselves or someone else causing it, it was always going to cause a bit of a PR nightmare. Unfortunately, it shouldn't have, but we live in a crap world, so things just happen. We didn't expect Nintendo themselves to be the one doing the fumble. Shows you how obscene the Vita was in Japan, getting game ports till years later. Even the Vita in the West got ports for years. I mean, would have been one of the final major Vita releases, but 13 Sentinels, for example, was slated for Vita, but was only canned because it just couldn't run. They got too ambitious for the hardware. That was the only reason. It wasn't that they didn't want to develop for it. Oh, I kind of forgot about the motion controls thing. Yeah, that's actually a very basic point that I never considered. I'm just going to quickly change character. Who do I feel like playing as? I have no idea. Let's get better. Wasp, okay. quick. Didn't it come out in Japan on Vita? No. The game got delayed because it didn't come out on Vita. Like, that was kind of how close to the final hour it was that it didn't get put on Vita. Was, yeah, they delayed it to get it off Vita and therefore give the other versions a bit more polish. Bayonetta Origin, what a game. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other... Like, there's a lot of indie stuff that came out the last week that Sony were accepting submissions that's really good. That was 2021, I think, they stopped accepting digital submissions for Vita, and it's like 5 or 6 indie games that week that were pretty good. Is it code in box or the physical version of Bayonetta? No. Not as far as I know. Unless they did one at a later date, like they did with Bayonetta 3, but I've certainly never seen it. If so, I think it only got a card print. Yeah, 3... No, wait, 3 never got a... 3 never got a code in box, as far as I can tell. I think it's a full card as well, only. I was thinking it was code in box, because Bayonetta 3 is always on games 3 for 20 with the code in boxes, but no, I think it is actually still on cart in that situation. We're looking at Freedom Wars 2, but that's physical only. Full on physical only. What do you mean digital only? Xenoblade X will wait. Keep on waiting, buddy. yeah, makes sense. There are a couple physical exclusives, to my knowledge, on Switch. If not on Switch, just generally, I know there's definitely physical exclusives, obviously, but I mean, I can pay for that valid. 39 even more valid. It's a fun game on Vita. I paid 20 for it still. Saw Freedom was the other day actually. That's why it was on the brain. I've seen price it higher for a port. Sounds familiar. What did it recently? Something did it recently. And everyone's complaining, but I can't remember what it was. Someone will know it, and I just cannot think of it. Well, it's really gone. Technically Yakuza, but I don't think that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, it's the obvious one, isn't it? Nope. And there go the mushrooms as well. Oh, and I missed. Okay. You enjoying clicking the magnet? It's not the magnet release button. It is hours of fun, isn't it? Oh, can't even hit Yoshi, what's the point? It's not a rule for life, by the way, just thought I'd clarify that. Right, and off we go. Ugh. Is that the only unrepresented console? I was going to say Tor, but technically not, because it's represented. Technically has no 8 tracks, you know, you're right. Makes sense in the case of 8 tracks though, but then again, no, I've never stopped them with retro tracks before actually. 7 has Wii tracks, 8 has 7 tracks, etc. Yeah, it's technically never stopped them before actually, now thinking about it. And you can make the argument, well, they weren't playable on the same console, actually they were, so... Yeah, it's weird actually thinking about it just a tiny bit more. Wait, what? Huh? Eh? What happened there? Yeah, that's it, exactly. And that didn't stop them from putting the tracks in, did it? So, weird, yeah. So it was technically represented. 7, yeah. Just GBA and 8. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, my point proven. and GBA and DS. Oh, sorry. I mean, yeah, there you go. Jigs. That's it, but people always do that as for like, oh, that's why this game's so different or whatever. But I guess technically in those cases, it's never really actually stopped them keeping the game very similar, etc. Things like that. So, yeah, interesting. I've never actually thought about it too much. Just got nudged about a little bit. And SNES and Wii. Is that everything? Is that all, Your Honor? The Nando? No way. So he's the guy those restaurants are named after. In fact, all but Double Dash and Wii is on Switch 2. Double Dash is already confirmed to be coming, so it literally will just be Wii at that point, yeah. Oh yeah, DS. And 2. Who's a girl? Hang on, and 7. And base 8. This is falling apart of the seasons more and more. That bananas hit bombs now? No, they will never add melee. But then again, apparently they're adding Smash 64, or potentially adding Smash 64. At least testing it, so I might be willing to actually bite my, eat my words, bite my tongue on that one, etc. Captain Toad. Let's try that again. Captain Toad. Gyro pointer makes me think it's possible. The gyro pointer is supposedly pretty good, isn't it? On games that are updated to support it. Yeah, there we go. That's going in the club library. Feels like a Wii U game. Honestly, that's half a joke, but it really does. Like, to me, I don't think, despite what you say, like a Wii game, I don't think it's a platform that would feel more home on to me personally than the platform it came out on. So, it's just a game that's very of its era. Like, hey, we'll just put a small little something together for the fans or whatever, Because we don't have a new Mario game in the pipeline anytime soon. Pikmin update incoming. God, I wish that were me. Pikmin 4 update. Oh my god, that game would look incredible. It already does look incredible, but just like, it's a tiny bit blurry, so just get rid of that resolution cap. 60 FPS. Oh, we're swimming. For a gyro pointer over touchscreen. Really? Fair enough. I mean, different strokes for different folks. I haven't played it on Switch 2 yet, but if it is much better with Switch 2 gyro, then once again, willing to eat words. That's it. Big screen though might be it. Yeah. That's a good point. It's one of those games you kind of need to spend the entire time staring at the touchscreen at, so it's not like you can just look at the TV and eyeball where you are on the screen, so yeah, I guess it's like a good reason. It is a very good looking game. It's a shame therefore, like you say, you're not actually going to be looking at it most of the time. You've got to stream it so that at least someone can enjoy the visuals on the TV, or Cladding Couch Co-op. Big AI piece. That's what I'm hearing. The monitor's going to be facing the wrong way. Sorry, no, the monitor's going to be the right way. The texture's just going to be on the back of it for some reason. See, I saw a lot of why are they hiring me for graphics if they're using AI art. It's technically the tech pro side of graphics. It's not graphics as in drawing the graphics. It's graphics as in implementing and optimizing the GPU side of the graphics. So technically that's the exact situation you expect to see that damage in, but still, people were treating it like it was, oh, it did it instead of hiring an artist. Like, technically you could argue for the point of the advertisement, yes, they did it instead of hiring an artist, but not for the purposes of hiring the person. Really? At least it gave 30 on him respawning me later this time. I'm still somehow not dead last because of that. And with that, my thoughts can be a little bit more free. Alright, I'm gonna call it one more, and then we hit the 2 hours, and that's about good. Gonna attempt to be a respectable neighbour. So let's do the one more, and that'll take us to the 2 hour mark. Hang on a minute. Oh no. My plans. Oh, that's not even me. It wasn't like a very outlandish guess, was it, particularly? I don't know why I voted random, we've not played 2 of those. Yeah, that is a good point, you definitely need to get some Blood Falcon. Oh, you didn't know it was a dragon. Definitely, probably still gonna call it a loss here because it is getting toasty with those windows closed. Let me enjoy my fast in peace. Alright, bomb time. Alright, sentence you want to hear about context. Better reach into your pocket. That is the world of digital art, yes, but at the same time, is that not the fun of it? One of these days I should like pay for some emotes or something. That'd be a very good idea, but you know. Any good profile pictures on the Nintendo store? Honestly don't know. Don't remember. I don't think there's any warrior or anything, so... Oh, I thought it was a lost lap. I'm prepared for a quick dub. Yeah, but I can't keep using the official Nintendo artwork forever. At some point I've got to get some actual bespoke ones, you know? Spray and pray. The corner of that might have gone a bit better. Wait, that's really second. Oh, I could have made a push for that had I tried a bit hard. Another friend of mine does, probably should have spelled that out in full. Life icon. Oh, Sonic Adventure life icons for £10. $10. See, what I would do is San Andreas. Yeah, I don't know. There's part of me that maybe thinks about asking Kay to do it in the style of the ones that we have on RS. But at the same time, I'm like, you would probably want a bit more of a character reference than like 3 overhead shots. Alright, anyway, let's run a quick double check here. I'm gonna, maybe wasn't? Then... Oh, it was lying. Okay, I thought it would be, but at the same time. Anyways, there we go. Thanks for watching, everyone. I can get rid of the text now. Yeah, we'll be back next Monday with more Mario Kart Monday, of course. I'm gonna be... Oh, there you are. Welcome, Lime. Sorry about... Sorry about having you join and then leave straight away. I aim for 2 hours on these. We've hit our 2 hours. But I'm here every Monday, so... Same time next week, 8 till 10 PM UK. I'll be doing more Mario Kart World. Plan is probably this time to maybe do knockout tours next week. Finally do a knockout tour stream, like I always keep threatening to do. But yeah, I would go for a bit longer. It's just too warm, and I want to get those windows open. So exclamation mark Discord, as King said, if you want to come and join us. Next stream will be Pokemon, either tomorrow or tomorrow or Thursday. I'll let you know in the Discord what I'm feeling about that. Maybe we do the Wario emotes instead of the, maybe, I don't know, instead of the Viper Head emotes. I want them to be bespoke to the channel, though, but at the same time, maybe. Yeah, anyways, Pokemon tomorrow or Thursday, roughly 7 to 8 PM again, so come join me and I'll let you know what that's all about. In the meantime, though, Discord, get updates there. Otherwise, see you on Monday. Have a good one, everyone. Thanks for watching, and yeah, catch you all soon.